so good to be here in our brunch edition of the episode. Give it up. I love brunch. I love brunch. I'm also a big fan of a brunch date. When I was in the dating scene, brunch was my thing. That was my thing. I think coffee's too short. I don't think you get to know someone fast enough. Dinner is like way too much of a commitment. That's not happening. Reality is we still do brunch. We do it up, but we do it at home now. We've got 2 kids, and we take it very seriously, especially 2 things. We take our eggs seriously, and we take our toast very, very seriously. So today, for our first bite, I'm making the ultimate open-face egg sando. You're gonna love this. The ultimate sando, and by the way, has anyone ever heard the term sando? It's not just short for sandwich. Yeah, you have? Sando is actually a Japanese kind of term. It's for these unbelievable sandwiches that they load up with like crispy pork cutlets or egg salads. They're on this shokupan bread. Have you guys ever seen this? This is the closest thing to a pillow that's edible that I could ever find. It is the fluffiest, it's almost like cake. I mean, this is unbelievable, and you can find it now in Seattle and a lot of places. It's becoming really popular. So we start with shokupan, and we put it kind of on our little tray here, and then I make this slather. And of course, you can just go with like room temp butter, that's fine. But if you want to step it up and kind of go cray-cray, go with a little mayo. So we have mayo, a little bit of sesame oil, some garlic, some lemon zest, and some soy sauce. And honestly, like toast culture in Japan is big. It's like coffee culture here, right? Like they take their bread seriously and they take the equipment very seriously too. We're gonna talk about that. But everything has to be kind of precise. And when you try this bread, your teeth just like sink down and it's just like you can't really go back to any like normal toast. It is really good. So we kind of make this slather. I take a little bit on, and you don't need to overdo it. You just gotta like paint it like this. And you can already smell the lemon zest, the sesame. You think, oh, it's just an egg sandwich, it's really simple. Nobody. We got you covered here on the brunch edition of Homemade Live. Grab a glass, grab a coffee mug, whatever, and just kind of punch it. Okay. So then I put the little kind of side, the little punch out to the side. I keep the bread there. Crack an egg right in the middle. So is everyone tracking? Yes? Okay. So we did our little slather, beautiful bread. Now it is all about the toaster. And we have a Balmuda toaster. Have you guys heard of this thing? Okay, it's from Japan. Get ready. Your life here, and now your life is here when it comes to toast. So what's amazing about it is you just open it up. I mean, it's obviously great for toast. We'll show you why. But it's great for so many different things. But it has a little slot in the top. And what you do is you take just a little thimble of water. You don't think water and toast mesh very well. They do. And you pour the water in. And then you set it. This just takes like 5 minutes. And what happens in this toaster is it starts to like steam. And that hydrates the bread, making it like cakey and fluffy. And then it dries it out. So you get a really crispy exterior, really fluffy middle. So next up, we're gonna do a little avocado on top of this because avocado toast. If you decide to get some avocados that are a little underripe, if you put them in a little brown paper lunch bag, they'll ripen up like 3 times faster. So then I'm gonna scoop this puppy out right onto my board, try and keep it whole so it looks nice, and then just kind of slice this down. Really, really simple. And I believe our toast is done. So we'll take a look. It's been steaming, it's been crispy. Let's see if it kind of hit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, is that not insane? Look at that. That's insane. When you actually buy a toaster that is worth every penny, you get that even crisp, you get that gorgeous fluff. And again, it's kind of just a game changer. So you grab a plate. This is called a fish spatula because this thing is delicate. Ooh, and hot. Okay. Yeah, we'll get most of it. There you go. And then you grab this little topper and you drag it through the runny egg, right? And then you pick that up and it goes on top. So now it's like a little peekaboo egg. You don't know it's there. You don't know it's there. The kids love that. And then you grab your avocado, you fan it right on top, and then you just grab a little more herbs and you just don't even think about this. Just kind of like grab them, rip them, right up top, just right over there, and you have a toast for the gods. Beautiful. I love a toast. Sometimes, though, I will say a bagel brunch is kind of the way I like to go bageling. I'll just say that right now. We headed over to Russ and Daughters in New York City, if you guys have ever been there. So take a look at this. Look at that delicate, mouth-watering salmon. This has got to be one of the best bagel sandwiches in the country. But how does this 100-year-old company do it so well? Let's find out and go beyond the bite. Josh Russ Tupper is the 4th generation to run this business.
So I'm gonna make you the Daughter's Delight, one of our custom sandwiches. Come on down, I'll make it for you. My great-grandfather, Joel Russ, came over, I think, in 1907. What kind of bagel do you want?
Sesame.
Sesame bagel. And Joel Russ was selling herring and Polish mushrooms from a cart. And Russ and Daughters is important to the fabric of New York, an institution in more ways than one. And then we sliced some salmon, and slicing is an art. 22 years ago, I came in as a 4th generation Russ, picked up the knife with my left hand, which is a no-no. One person slicing with their left hand with 7, 8 other people slicing with their right hand could be dangerous. So I literally had to change hands and learn to slice with my right hand, which took about 3 weeks, but I got it. The joke is you can read the New York Times through a perfect slice. My great-grandfather had 3 daughters and no sons, so he brought the daughters in. It was a very wise business decision. And now we add the delight part of the Daughter's Delight, salmon roe. Texturally, it's really nice. And the roe adds these like popping, sort of stronger flavored, a little salinity in each bite. So it's a nice combination. When you bite into the sandwich, you want to taste everything together. You don't want to taste only the salmon or only the cream cheese or only the bagel. Here is your Daughter's Delight. Please come see us next time you're in town. I got more sandwiches to make. 59.
It's all things brunch today on Homemade, and we have an amazing guest, New York Times best-selling author. You see her, you love her, from The View. Give it up, Sunny Hostin! I love it! Thanks for being here. You are the best for being here.
I love your show, and I love being here, and you know I love your food, and I love to eat, and I love to cook.
I love your show, and I love you. I have to ask, between Whoopi and Joy, and who's the best cook from The View?
Well, I'm the best cook.
Oh, okay.
No, they would agree with that, but I would say Whoopi doesn't cook, Sarah doesn't cook, Alyssa doesn't cook.
So it sounds like there's very little competition.
Joy cooks the best lasagna, but that's her only dish. And Anne is the next best cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Joy's a one-hit wonder.
That's it. That's it.
I love it. I love it. And what got you into cooking?
My grandma. My grandma's from Puerto Rico, and she helped raise me when my mother was going to college. So for 5 years, all I did was sit in her kitchen and watch, and I became her sous chef. And so I have all of her recipes. I can't tell you the exact measurements of anything, actually.
Yeah,
but
that's okay.
I remember asking her, like, how much should I put into this? In Spanish we were speaking, and she said, to taste. And I said, I just wanted to taste the way yours tastes.
Yeah.
But
that's only going to take a lifetime. That's all going to take a lifetime.
that's all I want.
Well, we're going to whip up. This is something that is special to you. I can't wait.
is.
We're going to make Sunny's frittata. So
Yes, this is my frittata.
all right. So I know first step, Sunny, is we have some onions just caramelizing in a little bit of oil and butter or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Then what?
And then what I like to do is I also like to cut potatoes.
Yes.
Pretty thinly. That's
Yes.
a big one.
How do you do that with nails like that?
I know.
Can we look at her nails?
I like a little bling.
Okay, we got our potatoes, we got our onions, and they just pop right in?
I just like to pop them in.
Okay.
I do. And I make this with salted butter because
Ooh.
I just feel like it gives it more flavor.
We're gonna add
It
all
doesn't,
these puppies.
you don't have to add extra,
Yes.
salt to
Yes.
it because it's already pretty salty. You've got Parmesan cheese, you've got heavy whipping cream, but this is how I do
I just
it.
love a good frittata, and I think that like
Fantastic.
bad frittatas to me are dry.
Yes,
like
they
they're
are.
very crumbly and
Yes, they
dry.
are.
Good ones are fluffy. They've got a little bit of
Yes.
texture to them.
And great flavor. I think they have to have great flavor.
Now we've got a little bit of Parmesan and some
Yes.
cream, but can we just talk for a second? Can you bring those eggs over?
Yes.
Guys, these are Sunny's eggs.
Yes.
That she schlepped You schlepped this from New York.
And note the color of the
Yeah,
eggs.
how did you get the color there?
Well, each bird, depending on the bird, some of them lay different color eggs. So
Okay.
you have French birds, French Morans, and they have dark brown speckled eggs. A lot of French chefs
Interesting.
will only cook with those. These are Americuna. Rachel Ray asked me to bring them to her every time I see her.
Can I get on that list of
Yes,
chefs?
yes,
Like, oh,
you
yeah.
can. And so it's just a different bird, and they have a different
Let's see the
tinge.
yolk. Oh my
and the
gosh.
yolks are, I don't know if you
Rich.
can see it, but I feed my Americanas marigolds, and so the yolks are very, very yellow, and nothing tastes like it, right? I mean,
No, fresh eggs. There's a reason why you got
come
your
on.
girls there.
And I know what I feed them. I know how I treat them. I adore them, and so I greet them each morning. I say, "Hi, girls."
I love that.
Hi,
I love it.
girls.
And look at that. Look at the color of that. That's insane. Now, the
It's
color of this is
insane.
insane. We just had to call this out. You also have your own bees?
Yeah, I'm a beekeeper.
What is this? Is this the make all of us feel like we're lazy show? Like, what is this?
I am a beekeeper. You know, we just decided a couple years ago that food prices have gone up tremendously.
Yeah.
I really believe in farm to table.
Yes.
I wanted to study agriculture at Cornell. That was my dream long before it was a thing, but
Yeah.
we were too poor to afford it. And as I've gotten older, I've just decided I think I can make my own honey.
Have you gotten stung?
My husband has.
But you have never gotten stung?
Never.
They know who they're protecting.
Yeah,
This is
no.
the real queen. This is the real queen. I love it. All right. So we pour this over the top.
Pour
yeah?
that over, and there's heavy cream in there as well
Yeah.
with the eggs.
So tell me about what you're doing with the prosciutto.
Okay.
This is interesting.
What I do is, when I eat my frittatas, I don't know if a lot of you that eat it with prosciutto, it can be mushy in your frittata,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
I don't like that. I like the different textures, and so I take sheets of prosciutto and I actually put them in an oven,
Yeah.
and I heat them at about 350.
This is just,
It's just.
yeah, all day.
I mean, come on.
It's so cool.
I hide it from the kids. I have
Yeah,
a
this is your
21-year-old
snack.
and an 18-year-old and my husband, so I don't always get all of it.
By the way, speaking of your husband, I know this is a brunch episode.
Yes.
You met your husband at like a bagel shop or something? What's the story there?
I like to say we met in church, but that's not true.
Okay.
I was training for a marathon I like to run, and my mother made fun of me and said that I would never meet a man. And I was fast approaching 30, and my problem was I went clubbing too much, and which was probably true. And, I instead was running past a church, and she said, "You would meet a nice boy in church." And I ran in with my full outfit, like my marathon training outfit, and my husband walks in, and he's gorgeous, and he has a suit on, and I'm like, "Oh my God, how could my mother know this?" And so I followed him across the street to the bagel shop.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I just started asking him questions. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm originally from Spain." I'm like, "Wow, I speak Spanish, check." But I live in New York now, check. I'm studying medicine at Johns Hopkins, check. I travel, check. And I'm going to be an orthopedic surgeon, check. Checkity check.
I love
And
that.
I asked him out on our first date, actually.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I did. I got lucky.
All right.
Lucky.
So we sprinkle that.
I sprinkled this
Oh
in
my
it.
gosh.
Look at that.
We just mix that through too?
Yeah, you can mix
Or
it
just
through
kind
as
of
well. I
show me.
like a good mix. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give it a
But
good
I like
smear
I like
around.
a little smear.
Yeah. A good trick also is just to like move the pan so all
See,
the
he's a
egg
professional
settles.
chef. I'm a fake chef, so
No,
I didn't.
you are
even think
not a
that.
fake chef. Get
I
out of
didn't
here.
think that way.
All right, so then we take this and we put the whole thing in the oven?
Put the whole thing in the oven.
Okay.
And I would say for about 30 minutes.
This is what it looks like. Take a look here, guys.
That's what it looks like.
That looks insane. That looks
Really
insane.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying that you told me that they kind of like dig at it and go at it, but
They
I will
dig at
say
it.
this in our house we make frittata all the time, not
Yeah.
like this. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
But what we do is like we'll use it for the week. I do like it cold.
Oh, it doesn't last for a week in my home.
How long does it, like something like this last?
Well, if I make it on a Saturday, my 21-year-old son is home, and my husband's home, and my 18-year-old daughter, and my mother lives with us. I'd say by Sunday evening, someone is yelling, "Who took the last piece of the frittata?" So it's just a day and a half.
I love it. I love it. Well, what I would do if we did have some left over is I would throw this. This is what we do. We put it on like a little tray. Again,
Nice.
Balmuda, this thing will steam it so the eggs will get custardy again and they'll kind of come back to life.
Yeah.
But it will keep it really crispy. We'll put in a little bit more of that water. So good. And then I'll just do this for like...
This is very fancy. I don't have this.
You ready to get on board?
I really am.
Okay. She's on the Balmuda train. I mean,
I'm on the train.
it's a game changer. So, okay. While that's toasting, you get a little bit, this is what I was told, you get a little competitive during the holidays.
The tradition the kids love,
Yeah.
and when I say kids, they're older now, but we must still do it, apparently, is Christmas Olympics, a group of games that you play. I am the current Cookie Challenge champion.
Cookie Challenge.
Yes.
I heard about this. We have
Yes.
cookies. You're going to show me what this is?
Oh, you want to learn?
Yeah. I want you to show me what this cookie challenge is, since you are the reigning champ.
I did just get some Botox, so it's going to be a little harder for me. Okay, so I'm going to be really honest about it.
Okay.
But the way you do it is the cookie goes on your forehead.
What?
Okay? You should be sitting down. And then
What is happening? Stop. No. That was amazing.
Wait, that is with Botox. I would like you to try it.
No, I cannot.
No.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You want me to
Come on.
All right. I don't have Botox, but I have a really nice big schnoz that's gonna make this. Okay, so like,
Okay.
I don't.
Now you move you. Okay.
No.
Scrunch. Yep. Side. Scrunch your face. Scrunch
Stop.
your face. Scrunch. Stick your tongue out.
What?
I have never seen anyone do that the first time they've tried it.
I'm taking that tradition.
It's timed, so you have 1 minute.
I think I beat a minute. Don't you think?
You
that's-
did.
Yeah,
You
that's
did.
Close. That's close. Oh my God, that
That
was
was
really fun.
excellent.
Thanks, Sunny.
Isn't it so much fun?
That was the weirdest thing I've ever done on TV, but yeah. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, fluffy, custardy. So this is like,
Wow.
if you want to get a little bougie, and you were into this.
I like bouge.
You like bouge? I like
like
a little bouge. So what you could do is take this now, really crispy frittata, and again, super fluffy. You don't have to go this bouge, but if you have it and you're willing, creme fraiche caviar.
See, he's elevating my.
Yeah, let's go.
emotion.
I told you no one comes out, so you just grab a little bit of creme fraiche. This could be yogurt. This could be
So
anything.
imagine serving this to your friends and impressing them.
Yes.
Or
Look
like
at this,
a
a little bit of
potential
caviar. Look at this.
Little potential
Right
date.
on top. I mean, come on, that's not gonna suck.
Right? Wow.
Look at that. Should we try that?
Yeah, let's try that because I've actually never had it with that.
You try that. Now, along with Sunny being a farmer, the host of The View, a cookie champion with Botox, all the stuff, she's also an amazing author. This is the third part of this series. That you're coming out with a new book. Tell us about this book.
This is really good, man. You have elevated
I'm gonna try
this.
it. Is it good?
Yeah, you've elevated it.
You think so?
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you elevated it.
Salty, creamy. Yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah, you did it. Yes, that's my third book. I started out with the notion that I wanted to just escape. You know, the world's going through some stuff, and I wanted to write escapism type books. Ellen Hildebrand is one of my favorite authors out of Nantucket. She writes about stuff like that. And I was in the airport, and I saw no books centered on women of color. In this sort of escapism beach read thing. And I got on the plane and I wrote out the three most famous, most well-known historically black beach communities. You know how you hear about like HBCUs? Well, there's a federal designation called HBBC, historically black beach communities. So it's Martha's Vineyard, which is not this book. That was my first book. The second book is Summer on Sag Harbor, which is in the Hamptons in New York. And this book is Summer on Highland Beach. And it's been really well received. And I'm just honored to be able to tell the story of Highland Beach.
That's powerful.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's out now. Sunny, you're amazing. I love it. And she's doing incredible things. And we're actually going to highlight another place that's doing incredible things. It's actually here in Seattle called the Pastry Project. Watch this.
Hello. Welcome to the Pastry Project. Emily and I met years ago working in the industry, and through our shared values, really saw and felt that baking and pastry education should be free and accessible. Through that, we decided we were going to create our own program because we didn't see that opportunity for folks here in Seattle. We do that in many ways here. We run a 20-week baking and pastry training program that is completely free for individuals with barriers to employment. And then we help graduates get jobs as pastry chefs and bakers after graduation. The Pastry Project program is funded by kits that we send all over the country so that people can make pastries at home. We have so many amazing subscribers that help support us every month. And then we also teach public classes here as well so that people can come in and learn how to make things like croissants and cakes with us here. There are so many people that are passionate and interested in having a career in the industry, but simply cannot afford the education to take that next step. It feels really amazing when we get to see students go and work in their dream jobs and open their dream bakeries. It's those moments with our students that really, really are the most fulfilling.
All right. We always end with a little toast, so we're gonna make this iced tea spritz. I think for brunch, everyone does like a Bloody Mary or a mimosa. I wanna do something new.
I like
so
that.
this one is a tea-based cocktail, which I think is really nice.
Okay.
And so put a couple of tea bags in there. We've just got
In
some
here?
right in here. Just some peach tea. Yep, right, just right into a carafe.
Peach tea.
Yeah.
Fancy.
And then this is actually the same makers of the toaster that you were crushing on her. This is
Yeah.
Muda. It has this perfect spout, so it's very exact. Gets really hot very fast. Just go for it and pour it over. So you're just brewing some tea. Isn't that easy peasy,
That's
right?
easy
Yeah, just
peasy.
kind of brew it up and then throw that in the fridge for like about an hour to just infuse.
Okay.
And you can sweeten that as much as you want. Little sugar, no sugar, the whole thing. That color's already looking good, right?
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that looks great. That's good. And then this is one that's already infused. You can see that's very light. It just gets darker and darker. And then we've got a couple of glasses here. Grab your favorite gin. You love gin?
I love gin.
Do you?
I love many different types of cocktails.
What's your fave?
My fave is tequila on the rocks with a little bit of lime juice.
Ooh, simple. Simple. All right, so then take me about halfway up the cup here, Sunny. So just pour the tea right over the gin. Yep, about halfway. This is really easy because it's all just in one glass. Yep. And then you just want to just a little bit of a bubbly
little
here.
bubbly.
A little floater.
I like
little
that.
floater.
I like that.
So you just go up on top, and that just give it that effervescence. Look at the color of this.
Okay.
Isn't that beautiful?
So it's about an ounce of gin.
Yeah, about an ounce of gin. Then you just kind of float this in there.
Look at that.
And I think
Pretty.
that's fit for a brunch. What do you
Pretty.
think? I think so. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna mix my.
Oh, that's all day. That's the tea. Yes. What do we think?
all day.
All day. And I will brunch all day, especially with this one. Give it up for Sunny Hostin. You're the best. You are the best.
That was fun.
Thank you all in here, and thank you at home. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.